Thank you for your recent purchase of a Sears Craftsman pressure washer. Like all products bearing the Craftsman name, your new pressure washer has been built to rigorous standards of quality and performance. This video will help you get your new pressure washer working for you right away. It is intended to supplement, not replace your owner's manual. We recommend that you read your owner's manual in its entirety before starting or operating your pressure washer. We further suggest that you refer to your owner's manual anytime you have any questions about the operation of your pressure washer. When you unpack your pressure washer, you will find the main unit, a spray gun, nozzle extension, a nozzle cleaning kit, high pressure hose, wire form, an O-ring maintenance kit, a bottle of engine oil, and your owner's manual. Check the parts list described in your owner's manual for a list of all parts that come standard with your pressure washer. If any parts are missing, call our customer helpline at 1-800-222-3136. Before operating your pressure washer, you will need to supply a garden hose, a small funnel for adding oil to the engine, some rags to clean up any spills, and an approved container of unleaded gasoline. You should become familiar with some of the key parts of your pressure washer. On the engine, you will find an engine oil fill cap at the top of the engine. The fuel fill cap is located at the top of the fuel tank. The engine will likewise have a throttle lever. All engines have a recoil start. Finally, there is the pressure washer's data plate, which lists the model and serial number of the pressure washer. It can be typically found on the side of the engine or on the mounting frame of the unit. You may want to make note of this information for future reference. On the pump, you will find the water inlet, the water outlet, and the chemical injection tube. Before using your pressure washer, raise the guide handle. Tighten the knobs when the handle is straight. To attach the wire form, insert the wire support with the longer arm positioned on the left. Cut the tie wrap on the chemical injection tube. Remove the chemical injection filter, thread the chemical injection tube through the wire form, and reinsert the filter into the tube. It is important to understand that all gasoline-powered pressure washers are packaged without oil in the engine. You must fill the engine crankcase with oil before starting and operating the pressure washer. To fill the crankcase, remove the oil fill cap on the engine. Insert the funnel and add the oil that is supplied with the pressure washer. Add the oil slowly. Then insert the dipstick and screw down the cap. Remove the cap again and check the oil level on the dipstick. Continue to add oil in this way until the level on the dipstick reaches the full mark. Do not fill above the full mark. Next, you can add fuel to the fuel tank. You should use regular unleaded gasoline. Do not fill the fuel tank indoors or when the engine is running or hot. Do not smoke or have open flames near the pressure washer while you are fueling. And do not fill the fuel tank completely. You should always leave a little room for the fuel to expand. Clean up any spills with a rag. A household water supply is the only appropriate water supply to use with your pressure washer. Do not siphon water from other sources. Use the quick connector on the water inlet to attach your garden hose to the pressure washer pump. The quick connector separates into two parts: a male adapter and a female adapter that contains an inlet screen. Remove the female adapter from the water inlet. Attach the female adapter to your garden hose. Then, reconnect the two adapters by pushing them together until they click. Attach the high-pressure hose to the pump outlet and hand tighten. Then, attach the other end of the hose to the spray gun. Be careful not to over-tighten. If you have any problems making any connections, refer to your owner's manual. If you continue to have problems, call our customer helpline toll-free at 1-800-222-3136. Now, before you start your pressure washer, turn on the water supply. Next, bleed the air out of the system. To do this, hold the trigger on the gun down until the water flowing from the gun is steady and constant. Assemble the wand extension to the spray gun. To start the engine on your pressure washer, move the throttle lever to the fast position. Set the choke to the choke position. Then pull the recoil handle until the engine starts. If the engine fails to start, make sure the throttle lever is in the correct position. Make sure there is fuel in the fuel tank, and check the oil level in the engine crankcase. Add oil if necessary until it reaches the full mark on the dipstick. Squeeze the trigger on the spray gun to release the pump pressure before attempting to restart the unit. Refer to the instructional decal located on the pressure washer that explains the startup procedure. You can likewise refer to your owner's manual. With the adjustable nozzle, you can spray high or low pressure by moving the spray head. To achieve high pressure, pull the spray head backward until it clicks. For low pressure, push the spray forward. For fan spray, turn the spray head clockwise. For narrow spray, turn the spray head counterclockwise. Do not adjust the spray head while you are spraying. The pressure washer is capable of delivering water at sufficient pressure to cause serious injury. For most effective cleaning, hold the spray head between 8 and 24 inches away from the cleaning surface. Do not spray too close, or else you might damage the surface being cleaned. There are a number of chemicals available that, when used with your pressure washer, will improve the quality of your cleaning. When using chemicals, it is important to remember that your pressure washer will only draw chemicals when the spray head is in the low pressure position. To apply a cleaning agent, set the spray head to the low pressure position. Place the clear plastic chemical injector tube with the small filter into the chemical container and squeeze the trigger. You will be able to see the chemical being drawn through the clear plastic chemical injector tube. For the chemical to be most effective, allow it to soak in for 3 to 5 minutes before rinsing. To rinse, move the spray head to the high pressure position. Squeeze the trigger, and the chemical should quickly clear the system. Start rinsing at the top of the area and work your way down. Only use chemicals that are designed specifically for pressure washer use. When you're finished cleaning, flush the injector system by setting the spray head to the low pressure position. Place the chemical injector tube into a pail of clear water. Squeeze the trigger. Flush the injector system in this manner for a minute or so. Do not allow the pressure washer to run for more than 5 minutes without pulling the trigger on the gun. Otherwise, the water temperature in the pump will rise and cause damage to the pump. If you're not using the pressure washer for 5 minutes or more, turn the engine off. The pressure washer pump is equipped with a thermal relief valve to protect the pump. If the water temperature exceeds a safe level, the valve opens up to release the hot water and replace it with cool, fresh water. This is a built-in safety feature to protect the pump. Observance of water releasing from the pump is normal and not a sign of a defective pump. To turn the engine off, simply move the throttle lever to the stop position. While you are using your pressure washer and you notice it pulsating, your nozzle may be clogged. To clean the nozzle, stop the engine and turn off the water supply. Separate the wand from the spray gun. Remove the nozzle from the spray head using the Allen wrench provided in the nozzle cleaning kit. Then, use a pick to free any foreign materials. Use the water supply to flush the wand, thus removing any additional debris. Also realize that through the normal operation of your pressure washer, O-rings, which keep the connections of the hoses and gun tight and leak-free, may become worn or damaged. You will find an O-ring maintenance kit that came packaged with your pressure washer. The kit contains replacement O-rings, rubber washer, and a quick connect filter. If you notice any water leakage at the male quick connect, replace the old rubber washer with a new one supplied in the kit. If any leakage is observed at the gun wand connection or hose connections, you should also replace the rubber O-rings. There is one on the end of the spray gun, one on each end of the high-pressure hose, another one for the outside of the male quick connect. And finally, you should also replace the water inlet screen in the female end of the quick connect if it is damaged or torn. Clean the screen if it is clogged with debris. To remove a worn or damaged O-ring, use a small flathead screwdriver to get underneath the O-ring and pry it off. Be careful when replacing the O-rings. They are very similar in size. Use the O-ring guide template packaged with the O-rings to aid in correctly sizing the O-rings to their proper fittings. Once this is completed, reinstall the nozzle. Reconnect the wand and reconnect the water supply. Turn the water on and test the water in both the high and low pressure positions. If you have any questions regarding these procedures, refer to your owner's manual for more detailed instructions. Otherwise, you should call our customer helpline at 1-800-222-3136. To store your pressure washer for extended periods of time, run the pressure washer until the fuel tank is empty. Remove the oil fill cap and dipstick. Tip the pressure washer and drain the oil into a suitable container. Disconnect the spark plug wire. Remove the spark plug. Pour about 1/2 ounce of engine oil into the cylinder. Cover the spark plug hole with a rag. Crank the engine to distribute the oil. Reinstall the spark plug, but do not reconnect the spark plug wire. Return the unit to the upright position and refill the engine crankcase with oil. If you are going to store your unit in an unheated area where the temperature may fall below freezing, you need to protect the pump. To do this, draw some windshield washer antifreeze fluid into the pump by pouring the solution through a short piece of garden hose and a funnel connected to the pump inlet adapter, and then pull the recoil starter handle twice. Make sure the run-stop control is in the stop position. This action will pull the antifreeze solution into the pump. Then remove the high-pressure hose and drain the water from it. Store the pressure washer in a clean, dry, frost-free area. If you have any questions, refer to your Craftsman owner's manual. Otherwise, you can call our Craftsman pressure washer customer helpline at 1-800-222-3136.